Elona LOPARI today, and she is here to share with you how to connect the dots and why it's important to connect the dots between branding, marketing, and sales so that you can increase your income and your impact. So please introduce yourself and share more about you.
Hey, Heather, thank you so much for having me on your show. I love the title, Own It every day, right? I think it's important to really understand that also in our business so that we are aligned with with the way that we have chosen to serve. So I love that title for sure. So I am a high-level business strategist. So I love helping purpose-driven entrepreneurs make more impact and income while building a legacy business. And my framework is mindset, branding, marketing, sales, systems, and team. And what I've seen is the foundational framework in building a really strong legacy business. And I've seen that from my experience with working with all levels of entrepreneurs and also corporations.
I love that. And what do you think is your favorite thing you like to do with your clients?
My favorite thing is really helping them find new channels to share their voice, their message, and the impact that they get to make through their work. If I can help them multiply, duplicate the impact that they can make, then I know, they're happy, they're fulfilled, they're doing work they love, but they're also creating the income that they need to sustain that in their business while also making a difference in the world. I always say I love to help purpose-driven entrepreneurs do more good in the world because I feel through the channel of what we will be talking about today, which is how to connect the dots between our branding, marketing, and sales. And they're all supposed to work in harmony, just like we were chatting before this interview. Balance is a myth, right? But harmony is a really great thing that we're always trying to achieve as entrepreneurs between the harmony we want from our personal lives, all the things that we want to do in our personal lives, but also we want our business to serve us in that way as well. And when you are a purpose-driven entrepreneur, you're on a mission, and sometimes that mission consumes you because you love what you do, but because you might, lack the awareness on certain things that you might need along the journey, you might tend to overwork or kind of just drive yourself too hard or whatever the case might be because you're really driven. You want to really make a big difference and impact with the work that you believe in.
Yeah, and it's so important. Like I love, we say that we help really good people do really good things in this world. And it's absolutely my gift to be able to do that. And without creating this harmony in the business, we can't have the harmony in our lives, right? And for many entrepreneurs, we let our businesses run our lives. And as much as we love what we do, we know we're purpose driven, and hashtag I did it for the mission is amazing. And if our cup is empty, we can't keep owning it and we can't keep serving and have the impact that we're made to do. So I'm really excited to have your tips today. So let's dive into that.
Yeah, let's do it. So I always say with branding, the most important function of us branding ourselves, right, and growing our personal brand, I always say we're all service-based. Well, if your audience is service-based entrepreneur, if you are a service-based entrepreneur, your job description is all about building trust and building relationships, right? So, every way that people come to find out about you, whether it's from the show or your communities you're building or the way you're putting yourself out there on social media, it's really about creating that right awareness for your ideal people that you are trying to attract through your messaging. I've realized
the word was attract there. I just wanted to note that she said attract, not chase your ideal client, attract them.
Absolutely. And that's actually the power of your brand message. Because through your messaging, through the articulation, right, through you carrying yourself the way you do, through your authenticity, through the way that you take a different spin to things, the way that you share your perspective, the way you share your life experience, all that good stuff makes you unique. And it really does attract the right people that feel pulled by that message and repels the not so right fit people for your level and phase and stage of business journey that you're in. I see business as a journey because I see life as a journey. And especially if you're going to be a legacy builder, you're in it for the long term, especially if you feel this is your life mission, right? It's not something you do temporarily. It's something that you're going to do for the rest of your physical life because you really feel like, this is your calling, this is your purpose, this is why you came to the world and all of that. So I would say that's what branding is. So it's about building trust and really figuring out and strategizing in a really healthy way. How can the right people that you want to attract become aware about you? Right? How are you going to use the power of your brand? How are you going to build authority in the marketplace to build that trust with people so they see you as the guide? I say guide purposefully because I was taught in the traditional marketing world, because I worked for a corporation for 15 years. So I had a lot of masculine, I guess, marketing things that I kind of had to unravel under me, because I no longer align with that. But at that point in time, it served the purpose for what I needed to learn and how I can do it differently now, because I really feel like we need a whole new language on business growth and then growing a holistic business from what we are used to. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is that when you really understand how to be the guide for the person that you are attracting and not the hero, you are pulling them in emotionally and empathetically, and that is a completely different level from you trying to be the hero. And I understand authority building is great, but the only what I've learned with being the authority is that people detach from you emotionally. They're like, well, you can do it, you are successful, maybe you can achieve that result, but I can't because of all the stuff,
It
right?
doesn't make you relatable, which then
Exactly.
their trust isn't there.
Absolutely. So being the guide, right? Empathy and all that good stuff that is needed to build a really trusting brand is going to really help you entice or attract or connect, I should say, which is the right word, emotionally, empathetically with your audience. So that's kind of in a nutshell. I mean, there's so much into branding, but kind of in a nutshell, that's kind of what I would say with branding. And then the other part is the marketing. So now, how do you take those people? I have a little like sun behind my head here. It's 3 Eastern here in New York, and the sun is shining. It's a really beautiful day today. So
Beautiful day here
to
too.
my little studio. But marketing is about now, how do we take those people and how do we start the journey with them? Because I say branding is about that awareness, just like every first step, we have become aware about something. And the marketing is about the consistency, the building trust. Like, what is the touch points that you're taking people on? What does that journey look like? Whether you are creating content for them that's valuable, whether they see you on another platform, whether you are offering value by attending a workshop, by you hosting your own workshops, by you going to other audiences, right? So what does that journey look like and that consistency look like in your marketing so that people see you enough to be able to really build that emotional connection with you? Because especially in today's world, with the world of, let's just say, our industry, coaching being, I would say, saturated and more mature. I like that word better. It's we're in a mature level, right? The only thing today that's going to really keep your brand alive is exactly that: you being authentic and building trust with people, right? Because once people emotionally trust you, then the solution that you have just becomes a byproduct. I've noticed that a lot, because a lot, traditional marketing, you would lead with your offer, right? You would just do the bait marketing. It's like, here, you want this result, here's what I have to offer. That's more the market already. We're tired of that. That noise is gone. So now we're into more deeper relationships, and branding is where I feel you're always going to win, because once people trust you and they have an emotion connection with you, then you can positively influence them with the work that you do, right? So you have that open door. So that's what I would say marketing is. We hear about marketing strategies. It's always about those funnels. I call it funnels or journeys, right? How are people finding out about you? Whether it's your Facebook group, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's TikTok, whether it's your email list, right? How are you now taking people on a journey with you to build trust and create consistency? Because we know, even in personal relationships, if we don't spend time with our loved ones, how are we able going to build trust and have that open vulnerability, so that when someone needs help or vice versa, we are like, okay, you got it. Here's what I have going on. I will always, be there for you. And here's what I have to offer for you. So I see it in that spectrum a lot. So that's what I would say marketing is. And then sales is where now all this work that you've done in a good way, all these relationships that you have invested time and energy to really build, how do you lead them into your offer so that you could put money in the bank? That's where income hits. Until the first two are really done right, then sales honestly becomes like a natural progression to that relationship. I have something to offer, you are in need, and vice versa. It could be that you have something to offer and I am in need, right? It's just the exchange of money that makes a sale a sale. Other than that, it's just like a bartering relationship, which is really healthy. And it's a supportive relationship because here's what I do, here's what you do. Well, let's see, what are your needs and what are my needs? And here's the solution that I might have to help you with that specific need. And if you miss the first two, then we become salesy, icky salespeople, and we reject selling as purpose-driven entrepreneurs. I said, there's got to be a better way, because I was taught the same thing, called, everything. I'm like, there's got to be a better way. I shouldn't feel like I'm doing something wrong when I'm talking to people, because you when you have an agenda and you're not focused on the other person and serving them, then you're like, you get the fear and all of that good stuff that happens with the fear of selling. So that's kind of what I would say in a high level, I guess, perspective, and how to connect those three. And I really have seen that you have to connect all those three dots in your business at all times so that you could keep scaling and growing, because you can't just do it once. You have to continuously keep building your brand so that you have enough people you're taking through the journey with you, so then you have enough people to serve them at a higher level as clients.
Exactly.
Journey starts when they become your clients. That's a whole other conversation. But I'm just talking about the front end level of the business, where you're doing your branding, your marketing, your sales. That's just the front end operations, right? On the back end, you got to worry about service delivery and ensuring they have a great experience and all of that. It's a whole other conversation. But as far as those three are concerned, that's kind of, I hope that perspective that I gave makes sense and is very, very clear.
Yes, absolutely. And for all my purpose-driven entrepreneurs out there who came here to leave a positive impact and a legacy of love, this is how we do it. And I know for a lot of people, we just want to serve, right? And you're like, I just want to serve. And we avoid this working on the business work because we think it's salesy or it doesn't feel energetically right. And the truth is, if you want to serve, you have to sell. Selling is serving. It's simply a form of exchange. And in order to be able to sell and serve, we actually have to tell people we're out here doing what we're doing and ask them to work with us. In order for them to actually know about us and learn about us, we have to be consistent with our marketing and our branding messaging, because often, especially online, they're not seeing all your posts or not seeing all your content. So when you think you're posting the same thing for the 10th time, it's the first time they saw it, right? So it's really important that you respect that journey. And for everyone, it looks different. So figure out the branding 100% for sure. This is the front end of the client journey. Then we have the back end, which Elona was talking about. But on the front end, you really want to think about what is the pain points and what is the solution. So what is that client's current journey looking like? What's their story? Where are they now? What are they struggling with? And how can you be the solution to get them to where they want to be? And you want to express that in the marketing so that people can learn about you. And they say it takes 6 to 16 touches. And as they're learning about you through your authentic marketing, which is not salesy, it's impact driven and purpose driven, you're speaking to them to show them what's possible. And we're building rapport. So I like you said, trust. I often say rapport. I think it's similar. And when I first started, I was building the hero. I thought I had to be people's hero and perfect so that they would work with me. But the truth was that made it look unattainable and unrealistic. And when I truly started sharing my authentic self, the wins, the breakdowns, the journey, that's when people went, oh, wait, it's possible for me too. And that makes a big difference. So your branding is who you are, and it's letting people know what you came here to do. The marketing is the repeating message that is going to attract that ideal client to you. So they go, hey, no brainer. This woman is walking around speaking my language and has exactly what I'm looking for. So that ideally they're asking for the sales conversation. And if we own the branding and we own the marketing and we own the rapport building and trust building through authentic marketing and not just the masculine, like, this is wrong, here's your solution, I'll solve it. But being real with people, then we can have easy sales conversations that allow us to serve. And last time I checked, we came here to serve. So it's time to put those 3 dots together and get in front of your branding and your marketing so that you can sell and you can serve. And when we get comfortable selling, we just know it's a form of an exchange. You cannot get something for nothing. So the exchange is the price, and you are exchanging all the years of time and energy and experience and knowledge and your investment. I am my biggest investment. I'm a multi-6-figure investment. I'm my best investment, and I want to be able to share that and be able to serve. And in order to do that, I have to sell. And in order to sell, I need to put myself out there. In order to put myself out there that aligns with the right person I want to attract, I've got to own that branding. So I love connecting these dots. And when we look at this, it allows us to serve, it allows us to increase our income and our impact and leave a positive impact on this world. So where can people learn more about how they can work with you? I do have the link here. I know you said you have a free masterclass where they can click that link and join. And what would be your last piece of advice, and how can they learn more to work with you?
Yeah, thank you so much, Heather, for that beautiful articulation or recap. But that's a lot of times I do feel that we don't always get the right information, right? It's so easy to kind of just go after strategy and tactic and all of that. But when you do connect the dots and you realize that you're helping and serving other humans, which is why I said yes to this entrepreneur, journey. You realize that it's really simple. We just overcomplicate it, because when you just go down to human relationships, how do we build healthy human relationships? It will serve you really well for your business as well. Anyway, the masterclass that I have available for your audience is going to be at elonaloparicoaching.com, my website, and it's my foundational framework. So how to connect what I said today: branding, marketing, sales. And then once you have a lot of this happening in your business, how to start creating systems, because a business without systems is just you being a solopreneur and being a slave to your business, and that does not make sense. So how to create that, not scalable. There you go, keyword. And also how to grow your business with team as well. Automation is great, and that's great for systems, but in order to build a big brand, you do need a team. You do need to know how to lead a team. So that's what they'll find in that masterclass. It's an hour masterclass, a webinar that I recorded before, and they can find it there, and they can connect all the dots. I always say, once you have the big picture, then it's up to you to fit the pieces of the puzzle where you are in your journey. And that clarity that you receive from the information I share there is power, because I just know from my personal journey, if I'm clear, I am clear-headed, I am like sharp focused, laser focused, I know what I'm working towards, and that makes me feel accomplished, like I'm purposeful in the work that I'm doing, and I'm not, sacrificing my health, relationships, and all the other areas that is so easy to lose focus on in this journey sometimes.
I love that, so that we can bring harmony personally and professionally. So make sure you check out that masterclass. You will find the link below. And thank you so much for your time, your energy, your service, and for being a conscious entrepreneur in this world and guiding others who are leaving positive impacts to be able to scale, to increase their income and impact, so we can all live happy and fulfilled. So remember, everybody, ask yourself today, what is the best that can happen, and may you be open to receiving. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and we'll see you on the next episode.